Hello there, champions. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kugeto Muluti. On this channel, I talk about different kinds of opportunities out there. I talk about online opportunities, local opportunities, and international opportunities. So if you're interested in that kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe and then click on the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I drop a video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about side hustles that involve working with children that you can do from all over the world. No matter where you are able to do these side hustle because like almost everywhere there's children, right? In every country, in every city, there are children, and children are a big part of our lives because children are always going to be there, and that's one of the reasons to why I love side hustles that have got to do with working with children, while despite the fact that I am already also passionate about working with children. Anyway, without any further ado, let us get straight into the video. 10 side hustles that you can do that involve working with children. Okay, so the very first side hustle is a very obvious side hustle, but I'm just going to give you like a broader perspective in terms of what I think about the side hustle. You can become a babysitter, an au pair, or a nanny. Okay, and this can be really broad because you can do this like either in your own country or in your own environment, or you can also go into other countries and go and be a nanny, because there are a lot of international programs out there that are open for people that want to be au pairs, nannies, and babysitters, or caregivers, right? And this is one where you have to be genuinely passionate about kids because you are going to be working with kids on a day-to-day basis. So like you just genuinely have to have the drive for kids. The second side hustle is private tutoring, and this one is one of the most underestimated side hustle because a lot of people have just not woken up to how much tutoring is a gold mine. Children are struggling in schools, and one-on-one tutoring is becoming a really popular trend, especially online. And you can also do this from the comfort of your own home, or you can also go to the children's home, or you can offer group sessions where you tutor the children as a group. So this is another like slept on side hustle, because there's always something that you have to teach, especially in terms of like grade 1s to matric. So people are already seeking out tutors for their children as little as grade 1. So, and I know this myself because I'm currently tutoring a grade 2 boy. That is the youngest student that I am currently tutoring. So I know that it is a very realistic side hustle and can be rewarding over time. The third side hustle is hosting events that like are only especially for kids, so events that are only centered around children. And this can be really broad because you have to use your creativity when it comes to this, because you can either host events that have got to do with kids in terms of kids interacting with each other and socializing with each other. You can have events that have got to do, let's say, with a particular topic, with sporting events or with artistic events or like fashion shows for kids, that kind of vibe. That can also be a really good side hustle or a really good business. But it can also go as broad as you, like, let's say, hosting children's parties in terms of like being a mascot at children's parties where you dress up, let's say, as Spider-Man or as Hello Kitty or as the Cocomelon boy, you know, the Cocomelon characters, and you go to children's parties. And that can also be a rewarding side hustle because children these days, guys, are super obsessed with Cocomelon, and I know that a lot of parents would hire a Cocomelon mascot to show up at their child's party, and you can charge like per hour or per session, I don't know, like whichever one you choose to charge. I would charge per hour, and yeah, it can be a really rewarding side hustle. The fourth side hustle is to host camps or holiday camps for children, and this would probably take place in the June holidays, so one for winter and another one for summer. And you just have different kinds of programs where children can come, and you can kind of have different obstacle courses, You have different skills that you're teaching children, like art and craft, like survival skills, just basic skills that are going to build children, that are going to build their confidence, that are going to build their characters. So yeah, having some kind of holiday camp where kids can come. And I know this is very famous more like in America. In South Africa they are there, but they're just few, so this is also a really good side hustle as well. So the next side hustle is hosting educational workshops. So basically hosting science fairs, things that have got to do with history, and like just after like the educational things that they already do at school, but making it more fun outside of the classroom. You will just kind of find that if you create something more fun and interactive, the children are going to be like very interested in that, especially when it's got to do with the scientific things, and like they won't even notice that they're learning things about science experiments and about history and the history of South Africa, like just in different ways. And once again, guys, actually one of the things that I actually forgot to add at the beginning of this video is that whenever you're working with kids, like being creative and kind of finding different ways to do things, like remember, it's really going to help your side hustle. I always say, like, take it like how when you were a child, how did you want people to approach things, having in mind that as people we are different, but go back into your kind of childlike state, and what is it and how is it that you liked to receive information? How is it that you wanted people to speak to you? What kind of events did you want to attend? So that's kind of going to be a really good guideline in terms of you like executing these ideas that I'm giving to you guys. The sixth side hustle is content creation for kids, is creating content for children on social media, such as creating a YouTube channel that is centered around children. There are many YouTube videos that talk about how you can start a YouTube channel for children in terms of animation, and you yourself, you can even kind of be a little like, take somebody like Miss Rachel, and there are so many other examples. It's just that Miss Rachel is the one that was at the top of my mind. So it's basically just a female who is like, she's really good in terms of explaining things, but what I like about Miss Rachel's content is that she is interacting with the children. So if you're somebody like that wants to do something like that, and you're interested in like that, just kind of dress up, have a signature look, have something that children are going to resonate towards, and then create different kinds of content for children in different topics. The seventh side hustle is to sell books for children or digital materials for children in terms of posters that they can hang up on their walls, planners, so the different chore charts for the children. So just selling different digital products for children, selling coloring in products for children, selling books for children, selling jokes for kids. So any kind of content in terms of reading, writing, anything that's like in terms of selling digital materials, you can sell that. And there are also a lot of tutorials here on YouTube that teach you how to make digital products for kids. And there's a free website on Canva. You can create almost all of those things on Canva. So just check out those tutorials, and they are very easy tutorials, and it also is something that I've learned in the past, or is a skill that I have learned in the past. Number 8 is hosting sporting clubs for children. If there is anything that is always encouraged, is for children to be active and healthy, and to participate in sports. And sporting clubs are also a great way for children to socialize and kind of help broaden their social skills, especially if the child is an introvert. And sporting clubs are a great way to doing this, and they are hosted by ordinary people who are also just passionate about sports. It can be in soccer, netball, like basketball, whatever sports that you're passionate about, you can have that, because you can also have a swimming club where you teach children how to swim. So if you've got a swimming pool at home, you can go and also do courses that I've got to do with you, like let's say CPR, and first aid, where you're going to be able to be like equipped and know what to do in the different kinds of situation, because it's also important to like educate yourself about what is it that you want to start, you know. So also go also and seek out people who are already doing these particular side hustles, and they are going to kind of give you a different kind of input on how you can approach these side hustles. Number 9 is being a storyteller, and basically offering the skill where you go to schools or you go to libraries, and you offer to kind of act out the story that is happening in the book, you know. Back when I was in school, we used to have these people called the traveling book shop, and basically they used to have a bookshop that used to move from school to school, and when they come to your school, they advertise the different books by taking the book and then obviously like reading the book and stuff, and then they act out that book, you know, and kind of gauges curiosity for you to want to read, because they were acting out that book. And at the end they usually have a line, is what is Tando going to do at the end, you know. And then we go and buy that book, because we're so curious to what Tando is going to do at the end, you know. And that can be a great way also to sell your book, if you're somebody that has a book, or if you're just somebody that wants to go to the library and offer them the service of being a storyteller. Especially also another the one that hasn't been tapped into the most is telling African stories, you know, having like a different way. Especially if you're already good at storytelling, then this is going to be a great side hustle for you. The last side hustle is by having a childcare kind of corner at events, right? At events, at different kinds of events, especially at weddings, at parties. You can have a section where you go to children's parties and you basically keep the children entertained. And this can be done in different kinds of ways. You can make balloons for children, you can face paint the children, you can entertain them with different stories, you can interact with in terms of different arts and craft, different musical instruments, teaching them different musical instruments, so you can keep them entertained, and obviously while the grown-ups or the parents are enjoying their wedding or the party or whatever it might be. And yeah, so yes guys, we've come to the end of the video. I really hope that you liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to comment down in the comment section below which of these side hustle are you going to try out, or which side hustle are you doing that already involves working with children. So guys, we have come to the end of the video, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.